Hello everyone. In today's video, I will be talking about the method to find out the number of trailing zeros in a product. Let's begin. What all is covered in this video? Finding out the number of trailing zero in the following expression. For example, say 96 into 175, 10 power 75 plus 10 power 25, 1 into 2 into 3 up to 100, or maybe it is 10 into 20 into 30 up to 1000, or 2021 factorial, 75 factorial into 100 factorial, and so on. Let us begin with a very simple problem. Given 96 into 175. One of the method is we multiply them together and we observe that it is 16,800. So the number of trailing zeros simply refer to the following two zeros which are at the end of this product. So our answer will be 2. So total number of trailing zeros is 2. The other way around to understand this problem is 96 is actually 2 power 5 into 3, and 175 is 5 square into 7. That is 96 into 175 will be 2 power 5 into 3 into 5 square into 7. And the number of zeros will be contributed by only the multiples of 2's, that is the even number, and the multiples of 5's which are present here. So the zeros will be contributed by only these two factors. Now out of these two, we observe that 2 is coming 5 times and 5 is coming only 2 times. So clearly, since 5 is coming the lesser number of times, so the zeros will be contributed by these two 5's, which means the product will consist of two zeros at the end. So we noticed here that the number of trailing zeros are contributed when a multiple of 5 is multiplied with a multiple of 2, and whichever is coming lesser number of time, either a multiple of 2 or a multiple of 5, that will contribute for the number of zeros. Consider the following problems. Starting with the first one, 10 power 75 plus 10 power 25. Using simple rules, this is 10 power 25 is common and 10 power 50 plus 1. Observe that the term inside the bracket is odd number. So that simply means the zeros will be contributed by this term only, which is clearly 25. Your required answer. Similarly, in the case of say 10 power 75 minus 10 power 25, we take 10 power 25 common, 10 power 50 and then minus 1. Again, the zeros will be contributed by this term only, your required answer. And in this case, clearly using the laws of exponents, this will be 75 plus 25, which is 10 raised to the power 100. And here in this case, clearly we have 100 zeros. And the same way for this laws of exponent, this will be giving us total of 50 zeros at the end of this. Consider the following problem. 1 into 3 into 5 up to 25. Observe that since there is no even number, means no multiple of 2 is present, so therefore it will not contribute any zero. So no zero will be at the end, as there is no multiple of 2 is present. But now in this case, say 1 into 2 into 3 up to 100, which is also referred to as 100 factorial. Let us consider a method to find the total number of zeros here. There is a direct formula also. I will be talking about that also as well. So we observe that there are the many multiples of 2's and many multiples of 5's. So look for that multiple. So when we talk about multiples of 5's, which will be lesser in this case, as we can easily observe, we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 and so on. So there are many multiples of 2's, but the zeros will be contributed by the lesser, which are the multiples of 5's. So to count the multiples of 5's here, consider this division. This is my last number, 100 factorial. So divide 100 by 5. This is 20. Now divide this quotient again by 5. This is 4. Further division is coming in the decimal part. So we will rule out that and add all these values. So that will equal to 24, which simply means that the total number of zeros at the end of 100 factorial will be 24. This is 100 factorial for your reference only. So you can check it out. At the end, there are trailing 24 zeros here. Now there is a direct formula to find the number of zeros at the product of n factorial, which is using the idea of the greatest integer function. So if it is n factorial, so n by 5, find out its greatest integer, plus n by 5 square, greatest integer, plus n by 5 cube, greatest integer, and so on. So in our previous example of 100 factorial, 100 by 5, greatest integer, plus 100 by 5 square, which is 25, plus 100 by 5 cube, which is 125, and so on. But note that this is 20 plus 4 plus 0 point something, whose greatest integer would be 0. So that means all future terms will contribute to 0 only, and we have our required answer as 24, number of zeros. Consider another question, say 2 into 4 into 6 and so on up to 100. We'll be using the very similar idea. It's 2 into 1, 4 is 2 into 2, next it's 2 into 3 and so on, and 2 into 50. From all these terms we have 2 is coming total 50 times. So 2 power 50 into we left with 1 into 2 into 3 up to 50. So that simply means the zeros will be contributed by this product, which is nothing but your 50 factorial, as there will be large number of 2's which are present, but 50 factorial will have lesser number of 5's. So the method to count the number of 5's in this product goes like this: divided by 5, it's 10. Divide the quotient again by 5, it's 2. And next it's 2 by 5, which is decimal part is coming. We reject that, and the required answer would be simply 12 zeros. Consider another question. If you wish to try, please pause the video and try it out. This product can be written like this: 3 into 1 into 3 into 2 into 3 into 3 up to 3 into 34. So here 3 is coming 34 times. So 3 power 34 into, it's clearly now 1 into 2 into 3 up to 34, which is 34 factorial. Again, the number of zeros will be contributed by 34 factorial only, which we can easily count. This is 6 point something, so we'll choose only 6 out of here. And again 6 by 5 is 1 point something, we'll take only integer value, that is 1. So add them up and that will give me the total number of zeros as 7 in this product. Consider another question: 5 into 10 into 15 up to 50. So the initial step of course will remain the same. It's 5 into 1, then 5 into 2, then 5 into 3 up to 5 into 10, which equals to 5 power 10 into simply 10 factorial. Since in this case you observe that multiples of 5s are many and multiples of 2's are lesser, so zeros will be contributed only by the multiples of 2's. So now instead of dividing it by 5, we need to consider dividing this by 2. So this is 5, quotient divided again by 2, this is 2.5. We pick only 2 from here, and further quotient is divided by 2, which is 1. So add them up. The total number of zeros in this product would be 8. Now in this problem, similar to the last problem only, we can write this as 5 into 1, then 5 into 2, 5 into 3, up to 5 into 100, which is now clearly equals 5 power 100 into 1 into 2 into up to 100, which is 100 factorial. Now in this case, we observe that 5's are much more than the multiples of 2's here. So now in this case, we need to count the multiples of 2's in 100 factorial. So method goes like this: divide by 2, this is 50, divide this quotient by 2 again, this is 25, go on repeating this process, and this is 12, then 12 divided by 2, 6, then 6 divided by 2, that is 3, and finally 3 divided by 2, which is 1.5, and the process will end over here. Add all these values, this sum is coming out to be 97, which is the required number of zeros in this product. Consider this another question: 101 into 102, 103 up to 200. Let us multiply this product by 1 into 2 into 3 up to 100, and to balance it we need to divide the same by 1 into 2 into up to 100. The reason behind this, now you note that the numerator will actually become the product of first 200 natural numbers, which is 200 factorial, and the denominator would be 100 factorial. Now, the number of zeros in 200 factorials, how we are going to count them? This is simply dividing it by 5, it's 40. Repeat the similar procedure, it's 8. 8 divided by 5, 1 point something, choose 1 from here. So here we have 49 zeros. And the number of zeros in 100 factorial that we already have calculated, which is equal to 24. So the required number of zeros would be clearly 49 minus 24, which is equal to 25 as your required answer. For the level 2 type of problems, please check out my next video wherein I am covering the problems like 1 factorial into 2 factorial into 3 factorial and so on, or the powers, say 1 power 1 into 2 power 2 into 3 power 3 up to say 100 power 100. Here comes the task for you. Find out the number of trailing zeros in the following products. Thank you for watching this video.